Hi! Now that you've learned how to access the Gunston databases, both at home and at school, we're going to talk about how we search in these databases now using keywords. And how do we do that? Let's find out more about our topic, first by using a general source like an encyclopedia to get more background information. The more general information you know about your topic, the better your search terms will be. So you have to formulate your research question and then underline the keywords in that research question. Let's look at an example. What are keywords? Keywords, otherwise known as search terms, are the words you want to use to find the information you want. A lot of us are used to just typing in a question into Google and getting pretty good results. That doesn't work in a database. You have to do something a little bit different. So let's find out what we have to do. So how do you find what your keywords are? Well, let's take a look at this example. Here is a potential science fair question. How does the color of light affect how plants grow? Now, you could type this question into a database, but you wouldn't get anything back. If you type this question into Google, you might get some results, but you'll do better by finding what the most important words are in this question. Let's take a look at how we do that. So to find the keywords, you have to eliminate all the junk words. So words like if or it or is or any prepositions or articles. Also, you have to get rid of generic words like effects or problems, consequences, impact. This sounds a little strange because you want to find out about the effects of something on something else in a science project, but you have to leave those words out of your search. Leave out the question words, who, what, when, why, where, how. Those don't belong in your keyword. What you're left with are the words you need to focus on. Those remaining words are what your topic is really about, and there should only be about 2 or 3 of those keywords for you to search with. Let's try to find the keywords in this question below. Here's our example. How does the color of light affect how plants grow? I want you to pause the video right now and think about the 3 words that are most important in this research question. Here are the words that I thought were most important: color, light, and plants. Believe it or not, those are the only words that you need to use in a database to find good information about how the color of light affects how plants will grow. Now, before we start doing our search in our database, let's think about the strategies that we'll be using. First, we're going to use keywords only. Don't use any of those junk words that we talked about. Sometimes the keywords that you pick are not the keywords that are most commonly found in scientific articles. So sometimes we need to find synonyms, those are like words, for our keywords. We might need to use advanced search techniques, and I'll show you how we use those in just a moment. And the last strategy that we're going to use is putting quotes around key phrases, and I'll show you how these work in just a moment. Here we are in one of our databases called Science in Context. Here I'm going to show you some strategies that you can use in finding good results for your research topic. First, I'm going to show you how ineffective it is to just type in your question and to see what kind of results we get. So the search bar is at the top of the page, just like on Google, and I'm going to paste in the question that we asked before. How does the color of light affect how plants grow? And I'm going to click the magnifying glass to search. And it's searching, and it found no results matching your search terms. That means that we didn't use very good search terms. Let's see how we can do it better. First, I want to show you a technique called advanced search. This will help you narrow down your topic. As an example, let's just put the word plants in here and see what kind of results we get. So I'm just going to type in the word plants, and as you'll notice, if you type in a word, it will suggest subjects for you. So I'm just going to click on plants and click the magnifying glass, and I'm going to see how many results we get. If you look over on the right-hand side of the page, it gives you a summary of all the results that you got. So by searching for plants in Science in Context, we get all of these results, including 237 news articles, 1,000 academic journals, and 228 magazine articles. I don't know about you, but I don't have time to look at all of these, and I'm not sure that these articles have anything to do with the color of light and how it affects plant growth. So what I can do is an advanced search, and if you go up to the search bar, to the right, there's a word that says advanced with a magnifying glass and a plus. On the advanced search page, you can put in all of your keywords if you want to. So we're going to type in plants right here, and we're going to choose keyword on the right. And then we're going to choose and. And I'll show you what and does in just a moment. So I typed in plants already. I'm going to type in light, and I'm going to choose keyword. And then I'm going to type in color and select keyword. And then I'm going to do a search. Remember how many results we got when we just searched for plants. There were a lot. If you look on the right-hand side now, you can see that we have far fewer results. We have 13 reference articles, 15 academic journals, 15 news articles, and 15 magazines. That is a much more manageable number of research articles that I can look through, and chances are these articles will be very relevant to me because they contain all of my search terms. The last search strategy that I want to talk about is using quotation marks. Using quotation marks in a search have the effect of gluing that phrase together. So if you search for a phrase in quotation marks, it will only find that phrase in that order in the articles that it gives you. Let's try this search. Products of combustion, end quote, and then click search. And if we go into an article here, we will find that we have found that exact phrase, and it will highlight it in red. So if you see this text in red, products of combustion, that's the database showing you that it has found that phrase in that article. So to review our search strategies one last time, I want to remind you to use your keywords only. Remember, there's only going to be 2 or 3 of them. Don't use junk words. If necessary, you might need to find synonyms for your keywords. Use advanced search techniques like using the word and put quotes around key phrases to find those phrases all together in the articles that you find. Have fun doing your research, and if you need help, just ask.